Okay. Cool. All right. So we're back to the factory. Last time we got to figure out how to run. We're working on figuring out how to run like 5 belts of wire, and then we got to figure out how to mix in some steel pipes, and then we also gotta mix in overflow because we can't get the items to be exact. So that's kind of what we're working on today. I mean, not kind of. That is what we're working on today. Unfortunately, I don't have any ideas. I didn't come up with any ideas since last time I streamed, which I guess was last night. So in between streams, I didn't have any idea. I didn't come up with any ideas on how to solve this predicament. We got to get each group of 5 lines. There's 15 assemblers. All of these belts need to merge with the output of this belt or this machine, and we started working on this. But I didn't really figure out how to get from there to here. I tried one solution, but then the belt started cutting through the concrete. Can't have that. And then only once it's done here do we then have to merge with the do we get to merge with the steel pipes? And there's 2 of those, and they don't have even numbers either. So yeah, it's a bit of a predicament. So yeah, that's what we're mainly working on today. If we can do that, then setting up after that, it's really just 12 machines for, I think it's 12, it might be like 10, maybe it's 14, I don't remember. It's a much smaller amount than 40, which is what this group of blueprints, that group of blueprints, and these 3 are doing as well. So that's what we're trying to do, is get these 5 hooked up to that with overflows and sushi. So how can I do this without disturbing all of this as well? Unfortunately, I can't just go straight down and under. At least I'm like 99% sure I can't just do that. In fact, I know I can't because the sand dune's right there. Double boy, what game is this? This is Satisfactory. It's kind of like Factorio, but 3D, kind of. Versus top down. It's a factory building. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So I think maybe we just what it was on, like what platform? It's a Steam game. Is that what you're asking? It's a indie studio. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call them indie at this point. It's not AAA, but I wouldn't call them indie either. But is it on PS5? So right now it's only on it's only on PC. But I think in the next couple of weeks, like early November, it's coming out on consoles, both Xbox and PlayStation. I'd assume it's on 4 and 5. I don't have any consoles, so I couldn't tell you if it's 4 or 5. I don't know what the difference is between 4 or 5, but I know that it's coming out on consoles in general. I'd assume it would come out on 4. Hey, Roman. Good, man. I just started, so I guess I'm doing good. Just in a bit of a trying to pick up the pieces from where I streamed last night and trying to figure out problems to my solutions to my problems. How are you doing? Have I played Red Dead Redemption 2? Probably only about 20 hours or so. But yeah, I have played it. A long time ago, though. If it's problems to my solutions, yeah. Problem is it's just belt routing. That's the problem. It's not even math this time. Yeah, the math is, for the most part, it's figured out. It's just routing belts. And the part that's, like, getting me isn't, like, it's just going from this splitter, or these 5 splitters, or mergers, I guess, to here. But with the sand and rounding corners, it's being a pain. You finished it. The end is sad. Okay. Well, that's a kind of spoiler, I guess. Where does this go? How far off does it sit? Okay, so I only have like a third of this foundation to play with. Good to know. So I gotta... Is there any way to go up and over with these damn things? Not really. Could swing around and come up. Maybe with some of these. That doesn't really help me at all. This is definitely the simplest yet most complex routing I've had to do in this entire factory, I think, because of the amount of belts. I kind of want to just cheat and like send it through the ground almost, because I don't have any other solutions. Could do it. I mean, I'm not. Let's see how bad it would look. Pretty sure I'm gonna sneeze here in a second. Okay, so if this... He's lurking. That was here. Okay, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I just gotta swap these out. It takes a minute to get the creative juices flowing for this game. That is good. That is good. That is off. Damn it. If I... was to do this. Will you snap? Nope. You won't either, which means you probably won't. You two are the only ones that will. I'll leave you to, because I might still do that with those if I can just figure out a solution with if I can do it with those two, send it under. It could be those could be the ones that go into the leg, and then I only have to do 3 here. Okay. Let's try. Is that? Stupid sand. That could go to those 3. The other 2 could come down and under. I just don't love that. But I think I'm just going to have to deal with it. Because I don't know any other solution. Oh, shit. You are backed up. That's not good. Okay, so... Excuse you. So then I just need to get... Courtney Smith, what's up? Not much with me. What's up with you? So where can I take you? Nothing. All right. End of the week, Friday. Chilling for the weekend. At least for the night. Hopefully, anyway. Can I get you to there? got it. I think if it's there, I can connect it and then hide it in the concrete. I just need to do it with the other one. What is this called? Can you play on PlayStation 4? You can play on I think you can play on PlayStation 4 in a couple of weeks when it gets released on consoles, but right now it's only a PC game. Not on Xbox 360. Pretty sure it's just 4 and 5 and whatever the X's are called. Or PC. Yep. A lot of PlayStation players tonight. Oh, guess that doesn't actually matter. Just need to hook these guys up. Boom, 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 boom. So that'll get hidden. Ooh, I don't like. Not a fan of that. Okay, so then this guy is just gonna go there instead. Okay, and then, so now I just got to connect up these 3 belts. Up here. Why are you backing up? There we go. So for now, I'm only going to do the first one. All right, I forgot I need to close this in so we don't see that mess. Nobody knows. I guess before I hook that one up, that one will be the easiest, one of the easiest. And it'll be one of those two lines. So once they're here, you'll split, you'll come down. Preferably right here. Okay, so then it has to travel along here. It needs to merge with basically another one of these. And it has to get at least 100. I think at least 100 pipes. Needs at least 100 pipes. I've got 188-ish, I think, on this first line. 188.75. That can split and then just do the leftover. Five belts come out. I think it should be the last one. The last one should be the first one, and then that will just start to cascade down for the merge amounts. For the steel is right there. That could... just go... that on the center? It's right for the square, okay. That first one could I need a that doesn't help me. I gotta get it to there. Steel comes out, comes here. I gotta send 2 belts this way. How much is this? 100 pipes a piece? No, it's freaking 40 pipes. So, okay, that's good to know. So let's do you'll come in. Merge. Can I make that turn? I don't think so. Nope. That's okay. That'll hit that. This will be Mark 4 no matter what. That'll be, we'll say Mark 2. And then the if I offset these, then I might be able to make this work. I don't actually need that one. I don't need that one. So you will be the splitter. Merger. Oh. That's why. And then I can offset that one, and then the... Can you make that? Okay, you can. Center output is any right output overflow. Yeah. Then you'll go away. Like so. Yeah, and then so the merge for the cable, the wires. I could go down straight. It's starting to click. If I can get out of here. Wait. So I need... Oh, wow. So I was planning it for there. This one is the... Hold on. And you can go... you can go in after you get painted. That's that. You are going to be the steel pipes. You need to jog over. Okay, you're the leftovers. Your leftover pipe. And then you are... You have to come... Ugh, this routing sucks. This sand dune sucks. The routing would be fine if it wasn't for the damn sand dune. Who thought building in the desert was a great idea? This is stupid. What up, Baka? You're back. Yep, happy Friday to you. Took a little break after I did all that mountain stuff, and now we're back to factory stuff. Getting frustrated already. To quote Anakin Skywalker, I fucking hate sand. If I cover this up, does it give me any ideas? Did you have all your meetings, impress all the people with the team's numbers? Stay productive. Valheim has a board game? Like, is it like an actual Valheim game? Or is it like is it like Monopoly? And then it's just a skin? Like, I didn't know they had a board game, an actual Valheim game. No way. I gotta look this up. I don't not believe you. Valheim board game. Valheim the board game. Holy shit. So is it like PvP, or is it or is it you work together to beat basically kind of the bosses of the game, the enemies of the game, or what exactly is it? When all the players get to Mistlands, they also have to play in a total mist in the room. You have to buy a spray bottle. If you get to Ashlands, the winner gets to burn the game. Okay. Oh, all right. And yes, you can work together to beat bosses. Interesting. I had no idea that the only goes through motor. Okay. I mean, whatever. I mean, that's still what, 4 bosses? 4 bosses in. Not bad. Is it can anyone buy it now, or was it only if you were an early backer type thing? Limited release type stuff. Gotcha. But I guess what I meant was like they're not just gonna be like on store shelves or anything like that, or I mean probably not store shelves, but like you won't be able to just buy it on an e-com site or something. No. Not sure about the availability. Yeah, that makes sense. That's pretty cool though. I honestly didn't know how big of a, I don't want to call it a cult following, but like how big of a, I guess, you know, just how big the following for the game was in general. I didn't realize. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, when I first got into looking to start to do streaming, and I was doing like the research tab on Twitch, I was super surprised to see that Valheim was more popular than Satisfactory. I honestly wouldn't have thought that. Oh, posted a link. I think I got links disabled. I'll take a look at it. I'll Google it. Cause that could be like a good birthday or a Christmas present or something. Is that gonna... Okay, that'll work. Oh, why is that gotta... I guess I can move it up one more. Oh, but I got a sand dune to deal with. Is that gonna be... actually a little cleaner? Okay. So that'll be the first run. Almost time to turn this first one on to test if this whole thing will freaking work. Okay, so then that goes up there, and then feeds, comes out there. So now this just needs power. Doubt anyone will ever see that. Even better. You see, you're the only one here. You doesn't. Quiet. If you're just cruising through, you're not gonna see that little bitty wire hanging out right there. It was super convenient. And then, okay, so you guys are all hooked up. Well, I guess the only thing to do is swap this guy. And then as long as this says more than 280, but not a crazy amount more than 280. Why are you stuttery? Because you're getting mixed. And then you're making your way through all of this. Oh. Crushing candy, crushing pills. Wow. These lyrics are just... You know, I should probably do... So you're coming up and sitting here. How... This belt looks pretty full. I guess it's because it's getting more wire than it should, because I'm not... that's really pretty gross looking, but I think so it's 280. It has to be a Mark IV because it's 280, but why? I think it might help if and then this was a Mark. And then this was a Mark III. Let's keep all of you Mark IVs, and then we'll just swap. So then there is some space on these lines. That sounds better. You. All right, so what's our throughput on this dude? And then our throughput on the leftover is important. And then I need and then our power. Where's our power? Power. Do I have a power pole? I don't. Well, give me a battery. I know I got one of those. We're getting there. And then our final number will go there. Loaded this backwards. Okay, we'll work on the lights while that is. Let's just do it here. Oh, come on. Right. Blueprints. Why are you backed up? Oh shit. Whoops. You're gonna be thrown off because you were just backed up. Let's see. As long as you guys aren't backing up, you kind of are. Sheet. I should probably make that a priority merger. Thinking about it. Okay, I didn't know how many I was gonna get, but I was definitely expecting more than 5. I was thinking like 30. Because it needs... How much does it need? It needs 100, I think, is what it was. It needs 100. I'm giving it 188. $188 minus 100 is 88. 120. No. It needs 100. And then it should be giving me back 20. More because it's a 120 belt. So this number should say 88, and then I should be getting another 20 pipes out of that. Any overflow, you're the wire. I think this is all gonna work out. $407, and let's see, I was expecting... I don't know how many I was expecting because that's a weird split down below. So I think now all I got to do is I need to do this on the other side.